What it do, folks? It's your boy Rico the Plug with the raphustle.com, aka Big Brother Rico the Plug of the Hip Hop Fraternity. This is a special report that I'm doing. A lot of us in the hip hop community are familiar with the assassination of a up and coming drill rapper from Chicago by the name of Carltn Weekly, aka FBG Duck. I was strolling through social media today and I came across a video stitch of the thing that happened to him from the time the suspects left their apartments into what they did afterwards. And it's shocking to watch. And the reason why I wanted to do this report is because the state of our culture and where it has become. Like, first of all, let's get into the artist by the name of FBG Duck. If you're not familiar with who FBG Duck is, FBG Duck is a young artist that came up out of Chicago, Illinois during the height of the drill era. For me, I liked his music, I liked his drive, I liked him as a leader. And I'm gonna say that because a lot of people look at cats from the streets as if they're just roguish or they're just thugs and they're just doing things for no reason. Unfortunately, FBG Duck is a part of a culture where killing seems to be the number one priority in their lives. But watching this artist come up, I kind of seen where he could be great at. And I always was like hoping that he would make it in the game because regardless of what he was going through in the streets, and you know what I'm saying, for me, it was like I could see greatness in him. I feel like if he could make some money and do something and see something better in life, that he would lead his people in the right direction. And it seems like that's where he was going, you know. Of course, when you live in the streets, you got demons that be attacking you all the time. But for the most part, before FBG Duck died, in my opinion, I feel like he was really trying to find a way to leave the street life alone and kind of segue into the music industry and find his way. And his rival was Lil Durk and King Von. Rest in peace, King Von. That's another soldier from the drill movement that we lost. But I wanted to speak on this man particularly because of this video that I've seen. Well, I didn't really watch it. I'm actually about to watch it for the first time. And I'm not going to get past the part where they, you know what I'm saying, do what they did to him. You're going to have to watch it on the Rap Hustle if that's what you want to see. It'll be a blog attached to this video later on where you can watch on the raphustle.com. But yeah, Carltn Weekly for me, I think he had great leadership skills once he honed in on what he was doing. And if he had an opportunity to get in touch with a better way of doing things and a better way of life, like his partner, King Yella. Shout out King Yella, man. I mean, King Yella is a close friend and a brother to Young Duck. To FBG Duck. And if you've seen his transition from being in the streets drilling to going to Las Vegas, and to where he's at now, he's podcasting. He's a YouTube personality, and he's doing his thing. But the beginning parts of their career, I was looking at both of them like they dope. I think they dope as artists. And if they could just get off that mindset that they on, maybe they could make it. And I was hoping and praying that FBG Duck would make it, but unfortunately he got taken out. So what we're about to do right now is we're about to review the footage of what happened to this young man. Right here live. There's no value, there's no audio to this video, so I'm gonna be commentary as I watch. Like I said, I skimmed through it earlier. I didn't really watch it, but I'm about to watch it from the beginning with you right here live. If you're on here live with me, first tell me where you at, where you coming from. Also, if you're watching with me, just know I'm going to be commentating, might be stopping here and there, but I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible. But this is shout out to World Star Hip Hop. This is a video stitch of everything that happened from the time the suspects left the community of O Block, which you see on the screen right now, until the time of his demise. So here we go. Where's that at? Let's watch this. So as you see, they are hanging out in front of the building. Car pulls up. Now it looked like there's a bunch of guys, just hanging out, chilling, you know what I'm saying, O Block. I know it's up until the 10-minute mark where they be right before the 10-minute mark where they get to FBG Duck, but this is, so I'm just telling you that because I'm going to stop it at that point, but we're going to watch it from here. Now, if you're from the Midwest, Chicago preferably, you would know that in our urban areas, we tend to hang out and hang around and, smoke blunts and do what we do, you know what I'm saying? Which is part of the culture of being from the urban communities of, the United States. Chicago in particular, Chicago was rough. There's a lot of gangs. It's a lot of street wars and things that go on in Chicago. And with that being said, it's a very dangerous area to just be hanging out in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're not from Chicago, don't find yourself in a situation where you're in a community where people are just hanging around and they ain't got nothing else to do, because they will find something else to do. And if that's something else to do is you, then that's what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? I hate it has to be this way, but unfortunately, that's the way it is. Me, myself, I was born in Illinois, raised in Minnesota. I've been through situations like this, been involved with it from the ins and the outs of it. And I'm just going to say for the record, on my behalf, getting older and understanding life more, that it's really not a good way to live. If you live to regret it, you definitely will regret it, no matter how you feel about it at this point. So that's just a message I want to give all the youngsters out there as we watch this. So now I think this is around the time, because I know this great car right here that just pulled up is a suspect car in the case. Now you can see everybody just chilling. It's a normal day. I guess this is when they get the car, because you see the dude running up the steps. I think he might have just got the car from the guy. Okay, yeah, I think this is it, because they definitely look like they are running to get prepared for something. In the hood, people don't usually do no running unless they running from the police, a dog, or they about to get into something. Let me make my screen a little bit different. If you aren't here with me, man, can y'all leave comments? Let me know where y'all checking in from, and let me know if y'all have signed up for the raphustle.com. Okay. The stairwells again. I need a better screen than that. Make it back big. If y'all could comment where you from, you know what I'm saying, what city you logging in from, IG, Facebook. I definitely want to get familiar with the people who are on my platform, who come to my platform. Okay, so this is they're on their way out. So obviously they must have went and got strapped up. You see them coming down the steps. Now I don't know the names of these dudes because me personally, I don't really follow these cases. Like I don't feel them. I don't find them fascinating. I actually find them sad. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to watch this up until the 10-minute mark and then also just kind of give you my perspective on why things like this happen and why things like this need to cease in our community. Because this is a real sad case. Not only did this man lose his life, but you got 6 young brothers who have potential, just like every other brother in the hood, to do something else with themselves. But instead, this is what they choose to do: take each other out in a manner that makes it seem like it's just okay to do. And I think a lot of the video games that these kids play these days, I ain't gonna call them kids because these dudes are young men. A lot of the video games that they indulge their minds in kind of draws them to doing this because after a while of getting that feeling in your brain of euphoria by killing people or making a kill shot on, you know what I'm saying, whatever game you might be playing, it makes you feel like I could do this in real life. So for me, I think that they gear our young kids up to do things like this because they desensitize them through video games, especially now that they got the Oculus lens and all that. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you right there with it. So I think we need, as parents, we have to really be aware of the things we let our kids watch. Okay, so this is when they on their way. You see how fast they driving? They're driving with a sense of urgency. He didn't want to miss that light. And as you can see, they catching every angle, every turn, every license plate. I want you cats in the streets to take notice of this because I keep telling them, bro, there's no getting away with anything at this day and age. Nothing. You think you're gonna get away with something, you're dead wrong. There's cameras on every pole at this point, on the highways, on the side of the roads. There's cameras everywhere. There's cameras in the sky, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why you cats decide to live this type of life, especially in this day and age where there's way more opportunities for you to get something, you know what I'm saying, that's going to make your life sustainable and possibly change the life of your family. But instead, we choose to war and, you know what I'm saying, choose to call each other ops. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad occasion, man. And to be able to sit and watch this, just to be able to sit here and watch this as it plays out, not in real time, but just proof that there's video for everything. They put this together, and for the America, people are going to be watching this like it's a movie. You know how many kids from the urban community are going to watch this over and over and over and over and over again, just like it's a regular movie on Tubi or something. Some are going to see the sadness in it, but most of them are going to be fascinated with it to the point where they're going to feel like, I want a video like this. So this is the danger in our community in this day and age with the technology that we have and with the rights that's being changed and the government allowing kids at 18 years old to get assault rifles, but not handguns. And if I'm a young, undeveloped mind with assault rifle who's been playing video games, thank you, beautiful, who's been playing video games all my life, that you know what I'm saying, I'm basically picking up these assault rifles and killing people in these video games as if it's real time, real simulation type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like And now I want to take this onto the streets for real. So this is what this is looking like. This is like looking like a video game in real life. Now this is when they pull up. If you see the people up under that door, that's FBG Duck, them standing by the door waiting to get. And let me pause right here. And pause right here. It's at this moment that these cats, after going through traffic, as you can see, they follow them through traffic. They just showed you through traffic. They just put together a timeline of them pulling up to the situation of them leaving and pulling up. So there's no way that they can't say that they didn't do it. They just showed you a timeline of these cats leaving their apartment and pulling up to this point right here. Now let me go back a little bit. I don't know why I can't see this screen. Let me escape real quick. Oh, that's why. Okay. Boom. Let me go back just a little bit. See them coming through traffic. They're showing you the license plate number, the street, everything. Traveling westbound. Now this is when they pull up to the location. See the people around. Now this car. Hold on. Let me go back. Tried to pause it. Let me go back and make it bigger. Okay. Let's go. All right. So this car that's pulling up right here, the black car, is suspects in it. They stop. FBG Duck doesn't even understand that they're there. He's right there. They're right here. If you're watching the screen, watch my cursor. So FBG Duck is up here, right here by where it says world. And this suspects is right here. This man is patiently waiting for them to come to the door, has no clue that death is staring directly at him. No clue. This man was going shopping for his son's birthday to buy his son some clothes on his birthday. I need y'all to let that sink in. The man was going, he was on the Gold Coast of Chicago. If you know anything about the Gold Coast of Chicago, it's like the Beverly Hills of Chicago. There's no gang activities and things going on over there. This man is comfortable, feeling like nobody knows I'm here, far away from the hood. Keep in mind, he had just got signed to Rap A Lot Records. Just got signed, like they just announced he was signed to Rap A Lot Records right before this incident happened. And now he's standing at the Gold Coast in the Beverly Hills of Chicago, feeling like I could come back to my hometown after leaving Texas, getting signed. I'm feeling like celebrating. It's my son's birthday. He's at the height of his career. They done finally let the GDs through the door. For years, there's been speculation that Lil Durk and the BDs, like Chief Keef, had blackballed FBG Duck and King Yella and Billionaire Black from the game because they got on first, and nobody in the game would do work with them because everybody in the game had loyalty towards Durk. So after going through all that, and then if that's the case, I don't know if that's the case or true or not. I'm not saying that that's what it was, but that was a speculation. After going through all that, constantly putting out videos, building the fan base up, you know what I'm saying? He had a hit song called Slide. And of course, it was representation of the drill movement, you know what I'm saying? But it was a dope song. It was being played everywhere. The guy had potential to change his life. So much potential that OG, like uh Jay Prince or whoever, Mob Ties or whatever, whether it was his son or whether it was him, they said, we're going to sign this guy. He's finally at the brink of where he wants to be. I was celebrating his son's birthday, goes to the Gold Coast to get his son some clothes for his birthday. And he's standing here waiting patiently for the door to unlock. See, if the door wasn't closed, he wouldn't be here. This is one thing about doing high-end shopping and high-end fashion, you know what I'm saying, in a high-end area. You have to wait to get in. You know what I'm saying? So he's waiting patiently for them to come let him in. These cats got a call from another guy who was on this side of the street somewhere. I'm not familiar. Maybe it'll get to that, but you'll have to go watch that on the raphustle.com. It'll be in the blog post. I'm going to post this whole video. I'm not going to play the whole video just because I'm not glorifying this man being dead. I'm talking about this because we could get an example of the BS that goes on in our culture that needs to really be addressed by us. We can't wait for the mainstream media to address this because the mainstream media is going to perpetuate this in order for the record labels to make more money off of the destruction of our young people. So this guy is waiting patiently to buy clothes for his son's birthday after being signed at the peak of his career, had a promising career. And right here in this black car, and right here in this silver car is death right behind him. And he has no idea. If you want to see the rest of what happens, go to the raphustle.com. Sign up, create you a profile page if you're an independent artist, model, entrepreneur, whatever. And I will be placing this blog along with this video in the blog so you can watch the full video. But I want to ask y'all this question. Are y'all enjoying what's happening in our community, in our culture, in our genre of music? Is it cool to you? Or do you feel like it needs to change? And I want your honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? I know it's people watching this. I'm not even watching to see who's watching this. But if you're watching this now, if you're watching it later, please leave a comment below and let us know. Are you okay with what's going on in our culture? Or do you feel like it needs to change? Is this a sad situation? Or is this just entertainment? Because if this is entertaining to you, to watch a man die in real life, we got a lot of work to do. It's your boy Rico the Plug, real rapper Rico the Plug. I'm out.